Hey folks, it's breaking daylight, so we're gonna go set up along that field. I was gonna run the camera, and we're gonna go set up. Hopefully we'll have some action this morning. Should be a great morning.
Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to Hitman Canada.
This week we have another exciting episode as we follow good friends Michel Prud'Homme and Mike Taylor as they chase whitetails in 2 different provinces.
And we're going to start off with Michel Prud'Homme in his home province of Quebec.
Michel's accompanied by his good friend Rock Daniel.
Take it away, Mich.
We just got to the farm. It's 6:30 right now, so it's 2 degrees. It's gonna be a nice morning. The sky is filled with stars, so we're just gonna set up and go near the south field. So we're gonna set up along the fence line, and we're gonna sit there for a couple of hours, and we'll see if we get a crack at a big buck. So come with us, and we're gonna have a great day. So got my good friend Rock behind the camera this morning. So I'm gonna grab the muzzleloader, and I'm gonna walk a little bit and set up in that field. So stay tuned. Check the trail cam. There's not a lot of action, but there's 3 different buck and a couple of doe. So I'm just gonna reactivate the scrape and set it up again. So it's Sunday afternoon, October 26th, muzzleloader season here in Quebec. Got the 2 hours of hunting to do this afternoon. So it's 9 degrees. There's a strong wind, about 25 kilometers gusting from the north. So I'll go set up just in the hardwood flat on the lower end of the field. So last night they all came in the field at the last half hour, so I'm gonna try to cut them off in that hardwood flat, so in the bottom there. So I'll be there in a couple of minutes, so join me.
This portion of Hitman Canada is brought to you by Argo, Sport Chief, Moonette Outdoors, Alton Safe Outdoors, Triggers and Bows, Deluxe Wall Tents, Hypnos, Canadian Outdoor Warehouse, Just for Does, Redline Powercraft, and these other fine partners. This portion of Hitman Canada is brought to you by Triggers and Bows. Triggers and Bows is a family-owned business in Brantford, Ontario. Visit Triggers and Bows for all your gun, archery, and accessory needs. Also visit them online at triggersandbows.com.
Okay folks, just came upon a nice fresh scrape. What I'm gonna do is gonna set up a trail cam, and I'm gonna refreshen it with some Manette Outdoors pre-orbital gel. So we'll see if we get some picture in the next few days. So should be good. It's Monday, October 27th. It's the third day of muzzleloader here in Quebec, so I'm gonna set up in a tree stand. I was set up here this past weekend and I saw lots of deer. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the Manette Outdoor pheromone. This is the doe pheromone. I'm gonna put in the fuel and I'm gonna mix it. I'm gonna do a scent line because they come out of the northwest corner or in the northeast and sometime in the southwest, so whichever they come out, I'm just gonna go in a circle and hopefully we'll have a deer come in range. I know there's some good bucks. I passed a couple of buck yesterday. This looks like a good 6-pointer and a 7-pointer, 2.5 years old, so I know there's better buck in this farm, so gonna be patient and hopefully with the pheromones I can attract something, so stay tuned. It's 5:23. The magic hour is gonna just arrive, so I'm gonna stay quiet. I'm just gonna put my nose toque and neck warmer on. The wind's out of the north and it's should drop down about to 6 degrees right now, so I'm just gonna warm up a bit and should have some action soon, so hang on tight. I have deer coming on the north side. He's just along the fence. He's gonna cross over, so I'm gonna be quiet.
Hey, Michel, that was a great shot.
You know how difficult that was, Mish? I watched you. You're getting the camera ready so that you're in the camera, then the deer's in the camera, and then you're checking back to see if the other camera's still good, and you get the shot off. Self-filming's difficult, bud, and you did it with aces. Good going, bud.
Oh yeah, that's very, very difficult. Now let's go see that great Quebec whitetail.
Finally got my buck. He came out about around 6 o'clock behind me in the field. There were some 5 or 6 doe in front of me, so he came to my left, but when he came to the big opening, he just started running, trotting off around the doe, so I wasn't able to take a shot, and then he stopped around 150 yards. Then he just circled around and started eating and just pushing the doe around, and finally he stopped. Present me with a good shot. So I'm gonna put a tag on him and go and get the farmer to give me a hand, and we'll hang him up in the garage. And I got a hockey game at 10:30 tonight, so gotta act quick, and we'll see you some other time on another show of Hitman Canada.
Hitman Canada's video and post-production services brought to you by Digital Moose Media. For truly Canadian outdoor videography and television professionals, contact info@digitalmoosemedia.ca.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Before the break, we joined Michel Prud'Homme in his home province of Quebec, and he shot a fantastic whitetail.
He sure did. Now we're going to meet up with Mike Taylor in Northern Ontario, and we're going to watch a couple of his past hunts. Should be really exciting.
Hey everybody, Mike Taylor, Hitman Canada. Just wanted to share some of my 2014 highlights. I'll start with the bear. You know, I spent a ton of time, probably 300 hours bear hunting. Saw one bear. Here's some footage of him. He came in and kind of just plopped himself down in front of me. I was with my bow. I was actually deer hunting at the time, and I see this bear out of the corner of my eye, and I go, oh my God, like I'm actually going to get a chance to shoot a bear, and it never happened. He just sat down head first. I didn't want to make the shot. It was unethical, so I didn't take the shot. I am out here on the first morning, October 1st, first opening day of deer. I was out this morning, saw 3 does, decided not to shoot a deer. I want to hold out for that big buck. You know, last year I had a fantastic first day too. I have a nice buck coming in on my trail camera, and he's coming in about 7 o'clock in the evening. It is dead quiet here today. It was supposed to be sunny, but it's not sunny at all. It's overcast and it's nice and cool, so that's a good thing. But I'm hoping I'm going to get that buck tonight, and I shot a nice 8-pointer last year. And this one is actually, they're probably related. It's probably his brother, but he's even bigger this year. So stay tuned, and we'll see what happens. I already had a fantastic morning. You know when you're really stealthy when squirrels are climbing on you and they don't even know that you're there. So I'm doing a good job with my scent control. I'm doing a good job staying still. It's just a matter of getting that big boy to come in and have him making a mistake. So stay tuned, and hopefully we can get it done. I'm trying to exercise some restraint. I'm trying not to shoot the first deer that I see. I make it through, you know, pretty much the whole morning. I see about 20 deer coming in and out. You know, it's probably the same deer, but nevertheless, you're seeing lots of deer. And I managed to make it through the first day. So I sent my buddy a text, and I'm like so proud of myself. I mean, but that didn't last long, as you'll see. I've managed to make it through a day and a half without shooting a deer, and I just can't take it anymore. It's driving me crazy, you know. And I'm thinking, like, what if deer don't come in anymore, and these are the last deer I get to see? I mean, you know, just some weird stuff goes through your head, and you know, I just want some meat in the freezer. So here I go, and boom, I let an arrow fly. it's opening day, and I just shot a doe. Saw about 7 deer today. It's about 6 o'clock in the evening. I am just pumped. I'm lost for words. I get excited just even shooting does. I mean, I don't know what it is about hunting, but it just wakes up something really primal in you. I love hunting. There's no place I would rather be on the planet than sitting in a tree stand. Took a couple days off work. You know what a great way to start a season. Get some meat in the freezer. I'm gonna go check the footage. I did the slow-mo thing, but I'm pretty sure I got a hard shot. It was just spraying blood out like crazy when it ran away. So we're gonna see what happens. I'm gonna go back to the house now, let her sit for a good hour or so, and then go back in and see if I can find my game. Oh, I got lots of good blood on the arrow. So that's covered with blood. So we'll see what happens. Well, as you can see, I was able to retrieve my doe. After all, it looks like it was a hard shot, so that's a bonus. Went like 30 yards, and that was it. So, right on.
Nice shot, Mike. Way to go.
And great deer management, and way to fill that freezer.
For sure. Now let's see if Mike can put the hammer down on a big Northern Ontario buck.
This portion of Hitman Canada is brought to you by Triggers and Bows. Triggers and Bows is a family-owned business in Brantford, Ontario. Visit Triggers and Bows for all your gun, archery, and accessory needs. Also visit them online at triggersandbows.com.
So it's November 29th. Everybody seems to have gotten their deer except for me. I've guided a few guys, they all got their deer. Sean got a nice buck earlier in the season. And I'm just waiting to see what's going to happen for me. It doesn't look good. You know, it's like minus 12. The wind is blowing, a southeast wind, probably the worst wind you can possibly get. I'm freezing my butt off, and something happens. So this doe comes in, and behind her is a nice buck. And I've seen this buck before. He's been on the trail camera, but I thought he got shot during rifle season. And you know what? He didn't. So now's my opportunity. Well, here I am. I finally got a buck in front of me, but he doesn't want to come in. It seemed like about 15 minutes there, he was just standing there, and I'm thinking, he's not going to come in. He's here, and I'm not even going to get a shot. My heart is just pounding out of my chest. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I come out of the blue after a while. And, you know, it's probably a good thing that he did take his time, because it gave me a bit of time to calm down, and you'll see what happens. Shot a nice buck, and I'm just shaking. I love this stuff. This is crazy. Sure enough, I don't want a buck to show up. A monster buck. Oof. Let's hope this happens to be a lucky day for Michael Taylor. Look at that. Hey? Isn't that crazy? a little broken off there. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points, Jack. This is Jack's first hunt that he's on, and we're supposed to get him a deer, but this thing popped out this morning. I had no idea. I was just getting ready to get out of the stand. It's a southeast wind. It's the worst wind you could possibly get. I'd seen this guy on the trail camera. Look at the mass. This is definitely my biggest deer here with a bow, with a crossbow for sure. Almost had a little drop tine there. That's crazy, eh? Yeah! Right on. Now the work starts. Cool. Well guys, in conclusion, I just want to thank everybody for watching and to share some of the things from 2015 maybe to come. This is a shed that I found in the backyard at my place, and you know what, I got trail camera pics of this guy and I'm looking forward. He is definitely on the hit list for next year. So stay tuned and see what happens for 2015.
Hey Mike, great buck. Your patience really paid off, and even in that extreme cold weather, you hung tight and you reaped that reward.
For sure, bud, for sure. Good shot, nice buck, and hey, that's a pretty nice shed there. Looks like you got another good buck on your property for next year. I bet you he'll be bigger.
Well, thanks everyone for joining us in Hitman Canada.
Join us next week for another exciting episode, and remember, we're all Canadian.
All the time.
Hey, thanks for watching Hitman Canada this week. Do you have what it takes to be a part of the Hitman Canada? If you think you do, email Steve and Jackie at shores@hitmancanada.ca.
Nice shot, man. Nice shot, buddy. Nice buck. And hey, that's a pretty nice shed there, and I bet you that buck will be bigger next year. So be patient, and I don't know what else to say.
We need to go to bed.